Welcome back to the channel, guys. I'm of course Bongeye, and today I've got a new game to review. I recently reached out to the developers who kindly provided me with a copy of a game by the name of Seed of Life. The developers are Mad Life and publishers are Leonardo Interactive, so big thank you for those for giving me the opportunity and providing me with a copy of the game. Now, if you like beautiful graphics, stunning animation, and a story-based style type game with a twist, then this might be the type of game for you. Seed of Life is an epic adventure game in a story mode style, along with solving puzzles on the way. You will be playing a character by the name of Cora, who is the known last survivor of Lumia, which is a planet dying to the darkness. And your aim of the game is to activate the Seed of Life to rekindle the sun once again and conquer the said darkness. As you can see from the video in the background there, guys, the graphics themselves in regards to the character style look very Disney-esque. So very pretty, very wide-eyed, very stunning graphics and popping colours. And this will be more evident as you watch the video in the background as we progress through this video. Very vivid and very bright, and like I say, stunning. And as you can see, the animation is very smooth as well, with the right light bouncing off as you go through. Now, as you progress through the game, you will be given some sort of direction, and you'll be given some history of the character, depending on whereabouts you actually go throughout the world and what you click on, as certain things will be highlighted as you go through. Now, as I mentioned, guys, you've also got to complete puzzles as you work through the game as well. Now, to unlock these particular puzzles, as you progress through the land, you will be able to unlock little capsules, which will allow you to unlock certain abilities, which will help you to get through said stages of the map, as these capsules unlock certain areas that you won't be able to pass through until you've actually collected them and then completed the tasks. Now, the tasks themselves, as you start off, are very simple, but they get more challenging as you progress through the game. And during the game, you'll also be provided with a backpack known as a talisman, which will provide you direction through the game, but it'll also provide you with static information in regards to your life, as well as Lumia, which you have to collect through the game. Now, as you can see on the screen, guys, I'm actually on one of the actual puzzles. And as you'll be able to see as we progress through this, you have to align certain aspects of that cog, and once you've aligned it correctly, it will unlock that particular stage, and it will give you more direction as you go through. And as you can see there, guys, even the cinematics throughout the game are very nice, and it does actually pinpoint you in certain directions as to where you'll be heading next. Now, note, guys, that during the actual game, as you unlock certain aspects of the game and new sections, you will be provided with some direction as to where or what the aim is in this next stage. Now, this is very important, so pay attention, because should you die through this particular stage or fail it, this information will not be repeated to you again. So just take that in mind, as you may just jump through thinking you know what to do, die, go back through, and then realize that you've actually missed the important information. During the first stages of the game as well, guys, as I mentioned, you are given some sort of direction, but this is less and less as you progress through the game, so therefore giving you more opportunity to explore the world in its entirety and discover hidden features, which I'm not going to go through because I don't want to give too much information away. Now, as you can see me back there, guys, that is the talisman that you can see there, and that to show the actual Lumia and my lifespan. And it also has an arrow there, which allows you to show which direction and which way you should be heading towards. Now, as I mentioned, guys, at the very early stages, you are given some direction, but later on in the game, you won't. So you will be relying on the talisman to at least point you in the right direction. However, it won't give you the exact direction. So you will have to make sure that you understand and have a look around in your local area, so you can establish which route to take to get to the actual destination that you need to get to. Now, there is a couple of issues I did find myself through playing the game, guys. Initially, I found it a little bit slow, but luckily the graphics and the video and what have you do actually compensate a little bit for that. One area I did have issues with was I didn't pick up on the exact speed on which the character was traveling at, which can be a bit of an issue when it comes to completing some missions where you've got to do large jumping sections, because you can't always, it doesn't always transpire as to how fast you are traveling. Therefore, you can't always guarantee the distance that you're moving at, which can be a little bit frustrating. But as you progress through the game, you kind of figure it out, and it's not much of an issue moving forward. Now, as I mentioned, guys, you have to unlock certain capsules, which we've just seen on the screen there. And as you pick these up, you will get to unlock more features in the game. Now, going back to issues that I found with the game, one more issue that I did find is, as you are going through the game, guys, you will lock checkpoints, which is where you will respawn should you die or fail a mission for any reason. The only issue with this is that the distances between these actual checkpoints, they can be some long distances. So if you're doing a very difficult task, or you're dying a lot and you have to repeat the same area over and over again, it can be very frustrating and monotonous, and it might make you want to put the game down. All I would say, if that is the case, pause the game, walk away from it for a while, make yourself a cup of coffee or something, and come back to it, because the game is a great game, and I appreciate, obviously, some people have a better threshold when it comes to attention and frustration. As you can see, that, as I mentioned before, guys, the colours on this game are very striking, including the shading and the lighting, which is very nice. But yeah, so don't dismiss the game, guys, just because it might be frustrating. As you go through, you do collect Lumia, as I mentioned, which you will need to unlock certain aspects. As you can see from this large gate in front of us, we needed to collect so much Lumia so we can actually get past that next checkpoint. So you will find that you will be going back on yourself throughout the game, just so you can collect more resources. Now, if this is a game that you will like, guys, now hopefully I've given you a little bit of information in regards to it, and the video helps as well. What I would say is, if this is a game that you fancy the look of but not totally sure, then what I would say is head over to Steam, guys, as there is a playable demo, and that'll give you a bit more of a first-person feel of it and how you feel the game is to you, and if it's more up your alley. On that note, guys, I'm going to leave it there. Hope you've enjoyed this video. I do appreciate, obviously, I blabbed my way through this. Normally, I play games and do the narrating at the same time, but on this particular one, I thought I'd give it a different aspect, which I appreciate. I'm not very good when it comes to writing scripts, so that's something I need to look at. But on that note, guys, thanks again for stopping by. Thanks for checking this video out. And like I say, on that note, guys, take care. I'll see you next time. Ciao for now.